everyone. Today's topic God Amun Ra. Amun Ra, the supreme god of light, power, and hidden force. Amun Ra is not just a single god, but a synthesis of two powerful divine principles: Amun, hidden force, plus Ra, manifested sun. This is one of the highest levels of Egyptian cosmology, a union of the invisible source and visible manifestation. Who is Amun? Amun means hidden, invisible. His nature, the unseen force behind everything, the primal breath of life, a source that cannot be seen but can be felt. His symbols: a crown with two tall feathers, a ram, strange fertility among its potential. Who is Ra? Ra is the sun, light, consciousness, order, Ma'at. His nature: that which is visible, that which gives life, that which moves time, day and night. Ra is the manifested word, the essence of Amun Ra. When these two gods united, Amun Ra emerged. Invisible force plus visible light. This is absolute creative power. This is the principle of source manifestation, idea, form, spirit, matter. Amun Ra is not just a god, but a cosmic principle of shaping reality, cosmological rule. In the Egyptian worldview, Nun chaos potential, Amun hidden force, Ra emerging light, Ma'at order. Amun Ra stands between potential and order and initiates the process of creation, cult, and significance. The main center of worship, Karnak, Thebes. The priests of Amun were among the most powerful in Egypt, effectively a second authority after the pharaoh. The pharaoh was considered the son of Amun Ra. This granted divine right to rule, legitimacy of power, symbolism. Main symbols of Amun Ra: Ram, strange, life, force, solar disk, light and consciousness, two feathers, balance and authority, solar boat, movement through day and night. Mythological cycle, day and night. Ra as a part of Amun Ra. Each day is born at sunrise, travels across the sky, died at sunset, passes through the underworld, Duat, battles, Apophis, chaos, is reborn again. This symbolizes the cycle of life, continuous transformation, the victory of order over chaos. Deeper meaning: Amun Ra is not just a god, it is a formula. Power: it is an invisible source plus action in the world. On a human level, Amun, your inner potential, Ra, your action and expression. Only Amun you feel but do not act. Only Ra you act without death. Amun Ra, it's a feeling and acting simultaneously. Shadow side: when the energy is distorted, excessive power, pride, control. I am the center of everything. This is the shadow of solar deities. Archetypally, Amun Ra represents a ruler, a system builder, a source of authority, a center of power. This is not a warrior like Thor and not a trickster like Loki. This is the one who establishes order and sustains the world. In short, Amun Ra is hidden power becoming light, the principle of creation, the center of authority and consciousness, the cycle of life and rebirth. Core formula: Amun Ra, this is potential and manifestation and power. How the Amun Ra archetype manifests in a modern person. Amun Ra is not just a mythological image, but an inner state of a person who unites power and expression. This is the moment when you don't just feel potential, you begin to act and influence reality. On the psychological level, a person with an active Amun Ra archetype has an inner center, does not fall apart, does not seek constant approval, feels I know what I am doing, thinks strategically. This is not impulse, it is a stable confidence. on the level of action. Amun Ra is always about manifestation. The person takes responsibility, makes decisions without delay, does not hide behind preparation, follows through to results. Key transition, knowledge, action, result. In finances and realization, this archetype often activates when a person steps onto their financial path, starts their own business, takes control of resources. It shows as clarity around money, awareness of self-worth, ability to set prices, strategic thinking. This is not easy money but a managed flow. In communication, a person with Amun Ra energy speaks clearly and to the point, does not justify themselves, does not manipulate, carries natural authority. Others feel, people listen to him. In a state, this is a very important aspect. There is no inner cause, there is a sense of grounding, there is clarity even in complexity. This is the state of I am at the center of my life, in balance. A healthy Amun Ra expression, power without aggression, authority without pressure, confidence without arrogance. Shadow side, when the archetype is distorted, excessive control, authoritarian behavior, emotional coldness, I'm always right, suppression of others. This is no longer light but rigid domination. How to activate in life. Amun Ra usually activates when a person moves out of the victim state, stops waiting for the perfect moment, begins to take responsibility, steps into self-realization. This is the transition point from potential to power over one's life. Core formula. Amun Ra in a person, this is inner power Amun, and manifestation in the word Ra, simply put. This is a person who knows what they want, is not afraid to act, does not scatter their energy, holds direction. Key essence. Amun Ra is not about spirituality in isolation. It is about the ability to embody power in reality. How the Amun Ra archetype manifests in a woman. Amun Ra in a woman is not harsh power, but quiet inner authority expressed through clarity and action. This is the state where a woman feels her power and allows it to express itself in the world without tension. In a state, a woman with an active Amun Ra archetype has an inner center, does not get lost in others' emotions, feels, I know what is right for me, does not seek constant validation. This is not about control, but about inner grounding, expression through action. A noticeable difference. She does not delay decisions, does not wait for permission, acts calmly and precisely, follows through to results. Her action is not chaotic but focused and conscious. In finances and realization, Amun Ra in a woman often activates when she steps into independence, begins to earn through herself, stops depending on others' decisions. It manifests as clear sense of self-worth, ability to set prices, calm relationship with money, strategic thinking. This is the state of I can provide for myself. In communication, such a woman speaks directly without aggression, does not justify herself, does not manipulate, maintains boundaries. Others feel she is confident. In emotions, a crucial balance. She does not suppress emotions, but does not drown in the either. Maintains clarity even in difficult situations. This is not calmness, it is stability. Balance of power and femininity. A healthy expression, strength without harshness, confidence without tension, boundaries without closing off, action without burnout. This is the combination of will plus softness. Shadow side important. If The energy is distorted, excessive control, rigidity, emotional closure. I do everything myself. Loss of connection with softness. The woman begins to act like an overloaded leader instead of a balanced before forces. When inactivates. Amun Ra in a woman activates when she leaves the victim state, stops adopting to others, begins choosing herself, takes responsibility for her life. This is the transition point from dependence to self-sufficiency. Core formula. Amun Ra in a woman, in a power, Amun, manifestation, Ra, preservation of softness. Simply put, this is a woman who knows what she wants, is not afraid to be visible, does not lose herself in relationships, acts and creates. Key essence. Amun Ra in a woman is when power does not destroy femininity, but instead makes it deeper and more stable. How the Amun Ra archetype manifests in a man. Amun Ra in a man is structured power, responsibility, and the ability to influence reality. It is not about aggression, it is about control, clarity, and direction. In a state, a man with an active Amun Ra archetype has a strong inner center, does not lose himself under stress, is not dependent on others' opinions, feels I am responsible for my life. This is the state of inner authority, expression through action. His key trait is action, makes decisions quickly, does not postpone what matters, acts systematically, not chaotically, follows through to results. This is not impulse but directed action in finances and realization. Amun Ra in a man often manifests through building systems, business structure, managing resources, taking responsibility for outcomes, science, strategic thinking, discipline, financial control, ability to scale. This is the state of I create and sustain a system. In communication, such a man speaks clearly and the point, does not rush or scatter, does not need to prove his strength, keeps his word. Others feel this is someone you can rely on. In emotions, an important nuance. He does not suppress emotions but regulates them, does not react impulsively, maintains clarity. This is emotional stability, not coldness. Healthy balance. A balanced Amun Ra expression. Power without pressure, authority without domination, control without rigidity, responsibility without overload. This is a leader, not a dictator. Shadow side. When the energy is distorted, authoritarian tendencies, excessive control, rigidity, lack of empathy, I know better than everyone. This is no longer strange, but pressure and domination. When it activates. Amun Ra activates when a man takes responsibility for his life, moves from chaos into structure, begins building systems, stops avoiding decisions. This is the transition from reaction to leadership. Core formula. Amun Ra in a man. This is in a power Amun, action and influence Ra, responsibility. Simple image. This is a man who knows his direction, carries responsibility, is not afraid to act, creates results. Key essence. Amun Ra in a man is not about power as pressure. It is about power as ability to hold the word and move in forward. If you have any questions for me, please write them in the comments under any of my posts. You can also join my Telegram channel. Thank you all.